is a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power. On that note, I would like to call upon M. Anis Rahmat of 2nd BBA for the recitation of few verses from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين صدق الله العليم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
Thank you, Anis. The welcome speech is what allures the attendees to listen and take interest. Now I call upon M. Samina Manu of 2nd BBA to give the welcome address.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon everyone gathered here for today's webinar. Firstly, I would like to welcome our Honorable Principal Dr. Suhasini Ernest and our Director Dr. M. Sahul Hamid to this workshop. I would welcome our respected Chief Guest Professor Director B. Balamurhan, PhD Assistant Professor, Research Department of Economics, Thandai Periyar Government Arts and Science College, Trichy. We welcome you, sir. I would like to welcome our hardworking faculty member to our Department of Commerce. Lastly, I welcome you all my friends and everyone gathered here.
Thank you, Samina. To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is honor. Now I request Mrs. Pyros ma'am to give an introduction about the chief guest.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. Just like the way our honorable chief guest, Professor Dr. Balamurhan, has paved way for my many students with his sincere dedication. I, on behalf of AIMAN College of Arts and Science, feel immensely honored welcoming our chief guest, Professor Dr. Balamurkan, MA Economics, MA Public Administration, MBA, MPhil, PhD. Our chief guest here has a wide span of experience. He has about 25 years plus experience in academic and administration. He is a prominent leader of economics and management. He holds triple master degree in economics, public administration, and business administration with doctorate in industrial economics. He has served as director of MBA in various leading MBA institutions for more than a decade. Currently, he is settled in a government college. He has got life membership from many associations such as Madras Management Association, Indian Red Cross Society, Fellowship of UWA, United Writers Association, and many more. He has published articles in several journals, about 9 international journals and 11 national journals. He has presented research papers in many conferences held in various places, including Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, Maharaja Shivaji University, Gujarat, Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode, University of Colombo, etc. He has organized several EDP programs for students and self-help groups in association with MSME, DIC, ITCOT, EDI. As a trainer, he has trained 1,450 people in various organizations such as BHL, SBA Learning Center, Indian Medical Association, ITCOT, Entrepreneurship Development Institute, UGC HRDCA of Bharadasan University. He has also worked as resource person for quality improvement programs of Tamil Nadu State Council for Higher Education. He is also a motivation trainer for member of Lion clubs, Rotary clubs in various cities. He has awarded and recognized in several places such as Certified Soft Skill Trainer, TNSCHE, Government of Tamil Nadu, Best Assistant Professor Award, Best Presentation Award in Orlando, USA, Best Paper Award for his presentation on students' innovation and challenges and possibility in Florida, and many more to it. I again take immense pleasure in welcoming our chief guest, Professor Dr. Balamurugan. Welcoming, sir.
Thank you. Shall I start the session?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very special regards, respect to Sugashini Ernest, the principal of AIMAN Arts and Science College, and the director, the chairman correspondent of AIMAN Arts and Science College, the faculty members of Department of Business Administration, and the team of faculty members who are associating in organizing this webinar, and students. So very good afternoon once again, and I have a very clear PowerPoint presentation. Let us go to the presentation straight away. I'm just presenting now. Is my PPT is clear? Is my slide is clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, thank you. And thank you, the organizer and the students. The today's topic is business model canvas that we are going to discuss today, ladies and gentlemen. And I am Paula Murugan, belongs to Tanzania Science College, Trichy. Ladies and gentlemen, during the course of this presentation, there will be an assessment, and I request you to keep your mind with you. Remember, you are assessing yourself. Right? You are assessing yourself, and there will be a quiz, and the programs will be there during the course of the presentation. And the topic that we are going to discuss today: overview of business models, channels, and customer data. And of course, the third one is classes of business structure and application, ladies and gentlemen. So these are the three major topics that we are going to discuss. So let us go to the preface and overview of business model, ladies and gentlemen. So the business model canvas is a strategic management template used for developing new business models and documenting existing ones. So this is very clear. To develop a new business and documenting the existing one. That is what the business model canvas talks about, right? It offers a visual chart with elements describing a firm's or product's value proposition, infrastructure, customer, and finances related to it, and of course, assisting businesses to align their activities by illustrating a potential trade-off. So for all these things, this business model canvas is mainly developed, ladies and gentlemen. So coming to next slide, Alexander Osterwald is the person who has developed this concept. The 9 building blocks of business model design template that came to be called as the business model canvas were initially proposed in 2005 by Alexander Osterwalder. So based on his earlier work on business model ontology, that he has developed this 9 blocks, building blocks, so that he has developed on this, right? Since the release of the Alexander's work around 2008. The new canvases for the specific areas have been appeared. So that is how this model has been developed. He is the gentleman that you are seeing on the slide. He is the author who developed this business model canvas, right, in the year 2005. And coming to the next one, ladies and gentlemen, description. When we talk about description, formal descriptions of the business become a building blocks for its activities. Many different business conceptualizations exist, and of course, Alexander Osterwald's 2004 thesis and co-authored in 2010 book propose a single reference model based on the similarities of a wide range of business model conceptualizations. With his business model design template, an enterprise or an industry or a company can easily describe its business model effectively. So that is what this business model canvas is talks about. That is the basic definition that we talks about this model, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I told you there will be a test during the presentation. You are assessing yourself. Madam, who is coordinating with me? Is Madam is there? Any faculty member? Madam? Because I'm going to ask a question to the students. Please, someone has to look into that, the name of the student and everything. Anybody is there? Madam? Hello? Anybody is there?
Yes, sir.
Why nobody is not, which is the faculty is coordinating, no response from the faculty members, so that I
Sorry, sir.
can,
Sorry, sir.
who is the faculty, please coordinate with me. And
Yes, sir.
I have to, because there will be a question and everything. In my laptop, only PPT is there. I am not seeing all of you because I made it in a full Zoom. So, okay. Madam, is the slide is visible?
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I am just continuing my presentation, and I'm just continuing. There will be a quiz competition. Please advise your students to answer this question right.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
90% of people fail this common sense test. It looks like common sense isn't so common because according to research, 90% of adults get these questions wrong, yet kids do just fine. That's because grown-ups overcomplicate things while children use their common sense and don't overthink. So follow their lead and let's start. 1. Which word would you use if you needed to describe a person who doesn't have all their fingers on one hand? You have 10 seconds to come up with the correct adjective.
Have you read the question? Students, have you read the question? Which word would you use if you needed to describe a person who does not have all their fingers on one hand? What's the answer? What's the answer? Students,
So they are thinking, sir. Just a minute, sir.
the question is very simple. You just think about that. It's just only a common sense. No need to have more IQ or EQ to answer this question. Which word would you use if you needed to describe a person who does not have all their fingers on one hand? All their fingers. All their fingers on one hand. Any response? Total
Excuse
silence.
me, sir.
What happened?
I
Yeah.
think physically change challenge.
Okay. At least I got one response. Let's see. Please mute your mic. Let's see the correct answer. Let's see the correct answer.
You should just call this person normal. I don't know about you, but I have all 10 of my fingers divided onto two hands with.
Can you got the point? If a person who does not have all their fingers on one hand, remember we have 10 fingers, all the 10 fingers are in two hands, not in one hand. So the question is, if all the fingers in one hand, that is abnormal. So only 5 fingers in one hand, that is a normal. So that is the answer for the first question. We are not calling them as physically challenging. It's a normal person. That's what I told you. This is a common sense test. Right. Coming to the next question.
5 on each. 2. All right, we tested your anatomy. Now, some geography. If a plane crashes right on the border between Canada and the United States, where should they bury the survivors? Whoa, are you supposed to know international aviation laws or something? Well, take 10 seconds to figure it out.
Next question. If a plane crashes right on the border between Canada and the United States, where should they bury the survivors?
Survivors couldn't be buried.
Buried. Okay, good. What's your name? Which class you belongs to?
Myself, Rifna Srin from first BBA.
Very good, very good. Congratulations. Thank you. You gave a correct answers.
Have you made up your mind? Canada, USA? But are you 100% sure they buried the survivors?
Okay.
3. Okay, how about this one? Imagine that you just entered a
Question number 3.
pitch black room. There's an oil lamp, a newspaper, and some kindling wood inside the room. But you only have one match. You have to make a tough choice. What will you light first?
Read the question carefully. What is the answer?
So first you
The
light the
matchstick.
newspaper.
First?
The matchstick, sir. We should light the matchstick first, then only we can light up the other two things.
Okay, let's see the answer. Let's see the answer.
The oil lamp is definitely a good choice, but still incorrect. First of all, you'll need to light the match.
Nice. Congratulations. Thank you. Correct answer.
4. Mrs. Brownie, despite her name, loves the color pink. Her bungalow is decorated entirely in the bubblegum color. Pink carpet, furniture, curtains, even the walls are pink. So what color do you imagine the stairs are?
So there are no stairs in the
What is that?
house. So there are no stairs in a one-storied
Oh,
house.
very good, very good, very good.
Perhaps if there were stairs, they would most likely be pink, but bungalows just have one floor. No stairs needed.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you.
5.
Question
One
number
day a
5.
man got caught in the pouring rain. Unfortunately, he had no umbrella or hat or anything else he could use to stay dry. Yet not a single hair on his head got wet. How so?
He's bald, sir.
Let's see the answer.
The answer is so simple, you'll want to slap yourself for not thinking of it. The man was bald.
Okay. So, good.
6.
Question
How
number
can it be that every single person in a plane crash died, but two people survived? This is a straight up paradox.
What is the answer for this? What is the answer for this? How can it be that every single person in a plane crash died, but 2 people survived? Okay, I don't have time. I'm just going for that. There is no 2 people.
The thing is that those 2 survivors were married. Every single person.
Every
I
single
see what they
person.
did there.
Every single person.
7.
Question
Time for a tricky one, so be very attentive. What do you sleep on, sit on, and brush your teeth with?
Any answer for this? Okay, let's.
A bed, a chair, and a toothbrush. Common sense, remember? Don't overcomplicate things.
Betcha.
8. In some months there are 31 days, in others there are 30. But how many months have 28 days? Come on, you know this one. You've got 10 seconds to remember.
So
All
every
months,
month,
sir.
Any answer?
Every
Okay, okay.
every month have 28 days.
Yes, 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 yes.
So, is it just one? February, right? Nope. The answer is actually 12. All 12 months have 28 days. Press the like button if you got that.
Congratulations. You made a correct answer.
What? 9. A man dressed in all black from head to toe was walking in the middle of the road. All of a sudden, a huge black car with its headlights off came around the corner and screeched to a halt not to hit him. How on earth did the driver of the car see the man in black? And 10 seconds on the clock. If you need more time, just pause the video.
Any guess? Any guess for this question? But you don't have time. Let's see what is the answer for this.
Well, it's kind of hard not to notice a man dressed completely in black during the daytime.
Okay,
10.
let's see.
There were 3 highly important rooms in the house of an extremely important man. One room was filled with valuable secret documents. The second one was full of money. And in the third room, the man kept expensive jewelry. But one day, an arsonist set the house on fire, and all the highly important rooms burst into flames. Which of the rooms did the police start to extinguish the fire first and foremost?
Read the question carefully. Which one of the rooms did the police start to extinguish the fire first and foremost? One room was filled with valuable secret documents. The second one was full of money. And in the third room, the man kept expensive jewelry. Any guess? Okay, let's see.
You can debate the philosophical stuff later, but let's get one thing straight. The police don't put out fires. That's what firefighters do.
Okay, that's the answer. Okay, with that, the short common sense test was over. Now we move on to the next step. Right. Topic components of Osterwalder model. Right. So that is the very important one, ladies and gentlemen. So this is something very, very important when we talk about Osterwalder's canvas has 9 boxes that we told: key resources, key activities, key partnership, value propositions, cost structure, customer segments, channels, customer relationship, and revenue streams. See, Walterson canvas has built on the base of these 9 boxes. So for each boxes that he gave different responsibilities, and that's why it has been defined. So under the heading infrastructure, the key resources, key activities, and key partnership have been explained. Let's say this is the Osterwalder's business model canvas, ladies and gentlemen. So key partners is there, and key activities and key resources are on the left side of the on the chart. And when we talk about the customer relationship, channels of distribution, they are at the end, right? So the customer segments, all these things are on the right side end. So in the middle, you have the value proposition, and both has been segmentically evaluated by the cost and sources of amounts and revenues. So that is what this model is talks about. Okay, let us discuss in detail about this model, ladies and gentlemen. The infrastructure. So when we talk about key activities, the most important activities in executing a company's value proposition. An example for pick it's a pen manufacturing company would be creating an efficient supply chain to drive down the cost. Coming to the next one, the key resources. The key resources, right? The resources that are necessary to create a value for the customer. So they are considered assets to the company that are needed to sustain and support the business. So when these resources could be human, financial, and physical intellectuals, that can be more useful, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to the third one, the partner network. In order to optimize operations and reduce risk of a business model, organizations usually cultivate a buyer-supplier relationship so that they can focus on their core activity. Complementary business alliances also can be considered through joint ventures or strategic alliances between the competitors and the non-competitors. That's what the infrastructure, under the title of infrastructure, we discussed about the key activities, key resources, and partner network. Coming to the next one, offering. So under the title offering, we discuss about the value proposition, right? So the value proposition, the collection of products and services a business offers to meet the needs of its customers. According to Professor Osterwalder in 2004, a company's value proposition is what distinguishes it from competitors. The value propositions provides value through various elements such as newness, performance, customization, getting the job done, design, brand, status, price, cost reduction, and customer experience. risk reduction, accessibility, and convenience usability. The value propositions may be qualitative and quantitative in detail. Quantitative price and efficiency are based on one thing, and qualitative overall customer experience and outcome has been different on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to the next one, when we talk about the customer segments, mass market, niche market is also the part of the customer segments. When the customer segment talks about to build an effective business model, a company must identify which customer it strives to serve. Various sets of customers can be segmented based on their different needs and attributes to ensure appropriate implementation of corporate strategy to meet the characteristics of selected groups of clients. The different types of customer segments includes mass market, niche market, etc. That is what we are discussing one by one. So there is no specific segmentation for a company that follows the mass market element as the organization displays a wide view of potential clients. Example, we can call it as a car. Car is an example for it. When we talk about the niche market, customer segmentation based on specialized needs and characteristics all needs clients. Example, Rolex watch. So Rolex watch can be an example for the niche market. So it's a target oriented for specific market customers, right? Coming to the customer segmentation again and again, we are discussing segmented. In the segmented, a company applies additional segmentation within the existing customer segment. In the segmented situation, the business may further distinguish its clients based on gender, age, and of course income. So all these are very important. In fact, the race is also there, right? So when we talk about all these age, gender, income, so the status according to the customer, the product has been designed, the customers can be targeted. So coming to the next one, diversify. A business serves multiple customer segments with the different needs and characteristics, right? That is what we call it as a diversifying the customer segmentation. Coming to the next one, multi-sided platform or multi-sided market, ladies and gentlemen. For a smooth day-to-day business operation, some companies will serve mutually. Some companies will serve mutually dependent on customer segmentation. A credit card company will provide services to credit card holders while simultaneously assisting the merchants who accept those credit cards. So in such a way, the multi-sided platform market is also being explained. So coming to the, okay, before going to the next point, I have a general knowledge quiz to make the program more easy and enjoyable. I am inserting this GK then and there, and madam who is coordinating, shall I proceed with this GK?
Yes, sir.
Madam, yes, okay. This is one I came in the Tamil. The question is very clear. What is the right answer?
Bible, sir.
Somebody told Bible, somebody told Tirkural. Let's see the correct answer.
Bible.
Answer.
Bible.
Bible. Bible is the correct answer. Congratulations to the Bible is correct answer. Coming to the next one. Come on, second question.
Bad dream, sir. Bad dream. English. Bad dream, sir.
Somebody told Angilam.
Bad dream. Bad dream, sir. Which is spoken in China.
Okay, let's Say. Absolutely correct answer. Congratulations. Absolutely correct answer, Mandarin. Coming to question number 3.
China, sir. Russia. China, sir. Russia.
India,
Russia, sir.
Oh my
America.
goodness. America,
America,
Russia, China. Okay.
India,
Yeah. Everyone gives all the answer, right? Let's
India,
see
sir.
the correct answer. Oh, absolutely. America, Russia, China. What happened to
That's what he
India?
said,
Very
sir.
good. India, somebody told, yes, somebody told India is a Jananayaga Nadu. Okay. India is the correct answer. Next question.
Nepal. Nepal, sir.
Nepal, sir.
Nepal. What happened?
Nepal.
Ilangai. Okay.
Nepal, sir.
Nepal. Thailand. What happened to Thailand?
Ilangai, sir.
Ilangai.
Nepal, sir.
Ilangai,
Nepal,
sir.
sir. Nepal.
Nepal.
Ilangai.
Nepal.
Okay, let's see. Let's see the correct answer. Let's see the correct answer. Okay. Okay, congratulations. Nepal is the correct answer. Okay. Next one, question number 5. Largest city.
Shanghai, sir. Shanghai, sir.
Shanghai, sir.
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Somebody told the Shanghai.
New York.
Told,
New York.
somebody told Delhi. Okay, and then
Shanghai.
anybody? What is the correct answer?
New York.
Shanghai.
Shanghai, sir.
Okay, New York, Shanghai.
Shanghai,
Okay, let's see.
Shanghai, sir.
Shanghai.
It's the biggest.
Let's see the
New
correct
York, sir.
answer. Let's see. Oh, London. Oh, nobody said correct answer. London is the correct answer. Okay. Which is the largest?
Sahara Palayanam. Sahara. Sahara Palayanam.
Sahara Palavanam.
Sahara, yes, sir.
Sahara.
Oh,
Sahara
Sahara,
Palayanam.
sir.
let's see.
Sahara, sir. Sahara.
Very good, very good. Congratulations, Sagara. Thank you. Question number 7.
Mariana, sir. Mariana. Mariana.
Mariana.
Sir. Mariana, sir.
Let's see the.
Mariana.
Let's see the. Congratulations. Correct answer. Congratulations. Very good. Question number 9. 8.
Elakai.
Elaichi, Elakai.
Elakai.
Oh. Congratulations. Question number 9. Next question comes.
Somalia, sir.
Somalia, sir.
Somalia, sir.
Somalia.
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 Somalia, sir.
Somalia. Let's see. Rwanda. Oh, Rwanda is the correct answer. Everybody gave wrong answer only. Let's go to the last question of this GK. Last question of this GK. Question number 10. Oh, what is that?
Panama, sir.
Panama, sir. Panama.
Panama.
Banana, sir. Kazakhstan, sir.
Panama.
Somebody is a fan of Russia. They always say Russia. Okay, let's see the correct answer.
America, sir.
Russia. Oh,
America.
Panama.
Kazakhstan.
Okay. So that was the over. Please mute your mic. Let us continue the topic. We are talking about business model canvas. Now we are continuing with the presentation, right? So we concluded the segmentation and this one, okay, customers, we just completed, and now we move on to channels. So, right, we are talking about that 9 box of the Alexander's model for the business model canvas, right? That is what we are talking about, students. Coming to next one, channels, right? A company can deliver its value proposition to its targeted customers through different channels, right? Through different channels. Effective channels will distribute a company's value proposition in ways that are fast, efficient, and cost effective. An organization can reach its clients through its own channels, whether it's storefront, partner channels, major. Please, please unmute, please mute, sorry, please mute your mic. Students, please mute your mic so that it won't be disturbed to others. Please mute your mic. Right. So an organization can reach its clients through its own channels, whether from the storefront or partner channels from the major distributors, or combination of all, combination of both. So that is what the channels talks about. Coming to the next one is the customer relationship. When we talk about the customer relationship, one of the important boxes in the Alexander Auschwitz model of business model canvas, ladies and gentlemen, the customer relationship is just to ensure the survival and success of any businesses. Companies must identify the type of relationship they want to create with their customer segment. So that is very, very important, right? That element should address 3 critical steps on customer relationship. Number 1, how the business will get new customer. First one is how the business will get new customer. Number 2, how the business will keep customer purchasing or using its services. I repeat again. Number 1, how the business will get new customer. Number 2, how the business will keep customers purchasing or using its services. And most importantly, number 3, how the business will grow its revenue from its current customers. That is very, very important. 3 hows are there. First, how the business will get new customer, how the business will keep customer purchasing or using its services, and third one is how the business will grow its revenue from its current customers. Various forms of customer relationship includes the other things. Let me go to the next slide. Yes, the other customer relationship are personal assistant, dedicated personal assistant, and self-service. Let me see one by one. First one is a personal assistant. Personal assistant is the assistant in a form of employee-customer interaction. Such assistance is performed during sales or after sales, while purchasing a product or after purchasing a product. That is called personal assistance. Coming to the second one, dedicated personal assistants. When we talk about the dedicated personal assistant, the most intimate and hands-on personal assistant in which a sales representative is assigned to handle all the needs and questions of a special set of clients. So that is what a dedicated personal assistant. Coming to the most important one in customer relationship, that is called self-service. The type of relationship that translates from indirect interaction between the company and the clients. Here, an organization provides the tools needed for the customers to serve themselves easily and effectively. So that is what self-services talks about. When we talk about the automated services, similar to self-service, but more personalized as its as the ability to identify the individual customers and their preferences. An example of this would be Amazon.com, making book suggestions based on the characteristics of previous book purchases. So how we, for example, if you search in the Google search engine, based on our search engine, Google will show you the related content, both in the YouTube as well as the Google search. This is called a automated service. This is called a automated service. So when we talk about communities, creating a community allows for direct interaction among the different clients of the company. The community platform produces a scenario where knowledge can be shared and problems are solved between different clients. So that is how it is done. It is there. So coming to next one, ladies and gentlemen, before going to next topic, last topic, a short quiz on business quiz. Madam, can I go with the quiz or can I skip the quiz? I just wanted to check with the timing. Madam, who is?
Sir.
Can I go with the quiz or skip? Can I skip it? Because you said it should be over by 1 o'clock.
Yes, sir, you can continue with it.
Okay, okay. Okay, I will continue. It will be only, otherwise I will stop in the middle, right? I will check. It is, it is 90 minutes, but we can skip right now because we will finish this presentation. We will finish the presentation, then we will continue. Next segment in the 9-box, model developed by Alexander. Cost structure, ladies and gentlemen. This describes the most important monetary consequences while operating under different models. So that is how the cost structure is talks about, right? So how we apply this model, business model can be printed out on a large surface so that can be developed. So classes of business structures: cost-driven, value-driven, characteristics of cost structure, fixed cost, variable cost, economics of scale, economics of rope, revenue streams, asset sale, usage fee, subscription fees, leasing fees, licensing revenue, brokerage fee, and of course the last one is advertising. So all these things comes under the cost structure. Now we move on to next slide, application, ladies and gentlemen. The business model canvas can be printed out on a large surface so that groups of people can jointly start sketching and discussing business model elements with post-it notes on board markets. It is a hands-on tool that fosters understanding, discussion, creativity, and analysis. It is distributed under a Creative Commons license from the formal set of people and can be used for using this without any restrictions for modeling the business, ladies and gentlemen. This business model canvas is also available in web-based software format. Right. Coming to the criticisms about this model, this business model canvas has been characterized as a static because it does not capture changes in strategy or the evolution of the model. Not much in detail about the interaction between the components and how this makes a model work. Some limits of the templates or its focus on organizations and its consequent conceptual isolation from its environment, whether this related to the industry structure or to stakeholders such as society and natural environment. So with that we come to the end of this presentation. I take this opportunity to thank the principal and all the faculty members and students because your madam told the other day your class is over by 1 o'clock and I wanted to be finished by 1 o'clock, and I completed in time. So I thank everyone, and over to the organizer. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Gratitude is a currency that we can mint for ourselves and spend without fear of bankruptcy. On that note, I call upon Ajish Nisha of 2nd BBA to deliver the word of thanks.
A wonderful afternoon, one and all present here. I'm profoundly delighted to have this opportunity to deliver the word of thanks for today's workshop, organized by the Department of Business Administration and Business Model Canvas. So can you hear me? A wonderful afternoon. I'm profoundly delighted to have this opportunity to deliver the word of thanks for today's workshop, organized by the Department of Business Administration on Business Model Canvas. Firstly, I thank our Almighty for all the endless blessings. I would like to thank our respected principal, Dr. Suhashni Ernest, and director, Dr. M. Shahul Hamid, for giving us this opportunity to enhance our knowledge. I would like to thank our honorable chief guest, Professor Dr. B. Balamurugan, Assistant Professor, Research Department of Economics, Tandai Periyar Government Arts and Science College, Trichy, who spared time from his busy schedule to grace the workshop by sharing and benefiting us with his knowledge. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to extend my gratitude to our HOD, Mrs. Jahida Begum, and all our hardworking faculty members of the Department of Business Administration for their constant support. Lastly, I thank each and everyone for taking part in this workshop and making it a great success. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Please convey my greetings and regards to principal and director.
Sir, the
Sir,
last word from the sir. I'm
Yeah.
sir,
Jahida.
I'm Principal Dr. Suhashini speaking, sir. Thank you very much for all your support. Anytime we approach you, you're always there to address our girls and share your vast knowledge and experience. We are really thankful, sir. I take this opportunity and this second to thank you once again
Thank
and
you.
be our guest always. Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am. Thank you.
Sir from Jahida, sir,
Yeah.
BBA.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. In your busy schedule, you have take out your time, sir. The
I'm more
session was very interactive, sir. Our
I'm more than
students receive beneficial information through this webinar, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.